My mother was a single mom, had various boyfriends, one husband, hanging around, drug addict, alcoholic, all that exciting stuff. When I was 13, we were living in a room in this house way out in the desert. My older sister was 16 and had already moved in with friends. I'm not sure why, but for some reason we had to leave the place we lived in prior. So my mom rented us this room to share, with most of our stuff in storage. I didn't know the man we lived with. I think his name was Mike, but I could be wrong. My mom pretty much just came up to me one day and said, "We're moving." And that was that. Anyway, after we had been there about a week or so, I was home one day and my mom was laying on the couch in our room, and she seemed to be slipping in and out of consciousness. I kept trying to wake her up, but she was completely out of it, so I went to go call an ambulance. We didn't have a phone in our room, so I went to the living room to use the phone. Mike was on the phone. So I asked if I could use the phone. There was an emergency. My mom was sick and I need to call an ambulance. He ignored me at first and then got annoyed with me, wouldn't let me use the phone. So I took off on foot down to the nearest grocery store, probably the equivalent of several city blocks, and used the payphone. By this time, I was so panicked that I couldn't even remember the address. So I called a friend of my mom's, and she said she would call an ambulance. She said to stay there and wait and she would pick me up. By the time she came to pick me up, the ambulance had already come to take my mom to the hospital. I went with her to her house, thinking that once my mom got out of the hospital she would come and get me. Well, she didn't. She left the hospital against medical advice and, to my knowledge, did not contact her friend. To this day, I honestly don't know what was wrong with her. She has said it was a drug overdose, Valium mixed with alcohol no doubt, and then other times she